Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey,
What's up,
Sherie.
soil brothers and soil sisters? Good morning, Andel.
Good morning, darling. I'm so
Woo.
glad to have you here. It feels like home to have you. Jesse's in the chat and you're up here with me. Always makes me feel so much better. What do you have?
Oh, I was trying to open my soda, but I don't want it to explode, so
Is that your ginger ale?
it is. It
I
is.
watched another woman, you had said, Good morning, Sarah's Happy Hives, and Simply Jan and Wendy Thomas. Good morning. We're not going to have many Facebook people. Oh, that looks delicious this morning because Facebook is down today. Um, just for just for a little while, I'm sure. So I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that no one was too terribly concerned about that. Yes, Sarah, your Facebook won't work. And Kim Neal said that earlier as well. So, Sherie, maybe you can help me say hello to people. Hey,
I
Unbiased
will. Let
and
me go
Great
back.
Jams.
We got Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick.
Hi, Nikki. I love her.
Miss Telling the Truth. I like that name. Miss
Now, Miss
Telling the
Telling the
Truth.
Truth, Boss Lady. Thank you. You are new to our channel, to my channel. This is Andale Homestead, and we're with Black's Tropical Homestead. I think I have to point in the opposite direction to be able to point to you. And yeah, Riri, Real Star, Facebook is down. Hey, Butler
Yeah.
Family Farm. Yeah, it is. It's still down right now, Facebook. Everybody's kind of freaking out a little bit because we're so used to it. Facebook
Yeah.
just notified you, Lewis Acre Farm? Okay, Karma. Well, we'll just have to see. Hey, Simply Jan. I love you. She said, Andale, I love you. I love you too. Good morning,
I'm gonna
everybody. Good morning.
pop.
Well, we have, go ahead.
I'll pop everybody up, and we can see who all is here.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And G Mama grows hard in the garden. I love you. That she's so sweet, so supportive. And she says, hit that like button. So we have a big day today, but I have a little message that I wanted to share. And Sherie, thank you so much for sharing me on your YouTube channel as well. It would be YouTube and Facebook, but you know, Facebook is having a little issue. It may come back while we're on, but
Yeah.
I wanted to say my message. On Tuesdays, this is where we get to choose our attitude of the day, right? We get to concentrate on our blessings, concentrate on how we're going to allow our mind to focus and what we're going to allow in our thoughts, because oftentimes you get to choose whether you have positive thoughts or not. And we're going to choose to have positive thoughts. So I wanted to read a little something that I found. Oh, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I've got some things popping up here on my telephone. And it's about friendship. And today I'm going to concentrate on being aware, being grateful, being thankful that the Lord puts certain people in your life, sometimes for a season and sometimes for a lifetime. And this is a poem that I found that was very appropriate while I have my Sherie here beside me. And I wanted to read you this poem, and it's called Sisters of the Soul. We may not share a name or blood that matters not to me. I couldn't love you anymore if you were family. You recognize my faults and fears, but never stop to judge. And even when we disagree, you never hold a grudge. You've seen me through the worst of times and helped my heart to heal. You lift me up when I'm down and care for how I feel. Sometimes we catch each other's eye and know the other's thoughts, and other times we laugh so hard my stomach is in knots. It brings me joy that we can talk for hours upon end. We've a beautiful connection. I'm blessed to call you friend. So, no, we're not family, but still, you make me whole. I'm thankful we will always be true sisters of the soul. I
Oh,
love
that
you
is
very
so
much.
sweet. I love you the most. Oh my God. That is so sweet.
Big,
If,
big, big.
if the world need to hear that and take it in because we are all brothers and sisters of the soul. That's
Yes.
so true.
Yes. We are. We are. And I just it's so hey devil dog. It's so cool to be able to have such amazing friends on this little box that we have here. And yeah, Heidi, Facebook is down. Um, but we've not only met in person, but we have carried on a relationship that is so cool. And Butler
Yes.
Family Farm says, love you both more. We love you too, Jerry. I can't wait. Jerry and Susan, this is their first Soil Family Expo.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about the Soil Family Expo today. And the
Yes.
date of the Soil Family Expo is April the 5th, which is Friday, Saturday the 6th, which is the main event, and Sunday the 7th. So, Sherie, what is it?
Yes.
What is it that we have going on that
Oh
fabulous
my.
weekend?
We have a lot of loving going on.
It's
It's
going to be so
amazing.
fun.
It's amazing that so many people can come together that have
Oh,
never
Scott.
met in person and some never heard of. Um, and turn out to be a beautiful weekend. I mean, it's just an
Yeah.
amazing weekend of community, getting to know each other and sharing some of our ideas and different things. But it's mainly Soil Family Expo is not like your normal expo that most people go to where you have classes about raising chicken, making soap, or all these growing your own groceries or whatever. We do a little bit of that, but we do a whole lot of connecting
Great
with each
jams.
other
Yeah.
to get to
Yeah.
know each other.
Well, the thing is, it's not just other channels. We want everyone to come. We want subscribers. We want friends. We want, and there will be people showing up, excuse me, on Saturday morning to the Children's Museum that have no idea that Soul Family Expo is going on because it's
Yes,
an open day at the museum. Now, this is the main event from what I understand, right?
yes, it
It's gonna
is.
be basically, well, 10-ish in the morning to
Yes,
1-ish,
yes.
something in that neighborhood, a
Yeah,
little
the
earlier
gates
and
open at
probably a little
gates open
later.
at 9:30 at the Children's Museum.
And what is it actually called? So if I wanna Google the Savannah Children's Museum, what do I Google?
Savannah Children's Museum. Um,
Okay, good. Savannah
and a lot
Children's
of
Museum.
people, a lot of people think, oh, that's for kids, so there's no. I'll skip that part. Actually, that's where we have all of our vendors set up, and their homestead will be a vendor. I got a whole list of vendors. Pescatarian, gardener, triple threat, firearm and defense, food by faith. We have a lot of vendors. I think we got about 19 vendors this year. Um,
Wow.
Last year we had 10 or 12.
That seemed like a lot. Diana, we want you to come. We do. We want you to come,
Yes.
Diana.
So we're going to pack that place out this year. And that's where you can visit all of the different homesteaders, crafters. It'll be a little bit of everything. Candles for sale, Uncle Wayne's pushers,
Yeah.
birdhouse gourds. We'll have soap, mosquito repellent, pain creams, tinctures, plants, free seeds. I can't say enough about
Oh,
free
we're gonna
seeds.
have some serious free seeds.
We hear you. We hear you.
I hear that baby. What you got over there in the corner that's talking to us?
A bunch of quail, and now,
And Janet says, and meet new like-minded people. That's right.
yes.
Look
So
at
we have
those. Look
raised
at those babies.
quail inside, And right now they like, you need to talk to me and not whoever you talking to. But it's an amazing weekend. We do encourage you all to come out to the Savannah Children's Museum to support not only Soil Family Expo but the Children's Museum. That place
Because
is set up
yeah,
for
and
it is set up for gardeners, homesteaders. They have gardens and mazes and slides and so many things, not just
it's
for kids.
family, it's all family oriented. So if you do have children or grandchildren or whatever, that's a fabulous place to bring them. I'll be
Yes.
reading a story. I think somebody else is going to read a story.
Pescatarian
And
is going to do a story time. Um,
awesome. And then best yet is going to do the choo choo train. She's going to be
yes,
driving the train for us all to
bringing
dance
that
to.
bringing that whoop whoop back.
That's
We
right.
have
The
a
woo woo
bottle
train.
rocket. The Savannah Children's Museum usually set off the bottle rocket, which is fun because it's usually warm here in Savannah that time of the year. So we look
That's
for a
right.
little sprinkle to
Yeah.
cool us off a little bit.
Butler Family Farm's going to have a booth. He's going to be a vendor, and he hand turns pins. Each
Yes.
one is different and special. And Pescatarian said, "Yep, she's reading a story."
Yep.
And that's going to be
Um,
so fun because she is so adorable. I'm crazy about this woman.
yeah. Savannah Citrus will be there. Four
Broke.
Seasons Apothecary, which
Oh,
is
they're new. I
she
mean, for
is
the
local.
booth.
Yeah, but she is new to all of this. She is mainly on Instagram and Facebook. So this is a whole new world for her, but I'm excited for her to be there. Broke Farmer is a vendor this year.
Broke gonna
Um,
be having his own stuff. Isn't that awesome? I'm tickled
yep,
to death. I'm
yep.
tickled
So
for him.
Forsyth Farmers Market will be there. It's gonna be so much. So we're gonna bring the farmers market to the Children's Museum a little bit
Yeah,
this year.
that's
Um,
right.
so it's gonna be an amazing time to just come and I always say, as Sandy would say, peruse the park and check
He really.
everybody out. Black's Tropical will be there signing their book and taking pictures.
Now, wait. Let's back up it. We got to talk about this.
Oh,
Bobby and Sherie have written a book, y'all. They have a book.
oh
And
my
what is
God.
this book named?
It is called Adventures in Homesteading with Black's Tropical Homestead.
We're going to be able to get their book, y'all.
I can't believe it. Bobby said yesterday we were looking at the draft and he was saying, I'm excited. I don't know. I can't believe it.
It's
So yeah,
awesome.
we
And
will
it's
release
not
our
that, I mean,
book.
you were approached by a publisher. It wasn't their idea. They're not self publishing. This was someone that reached out to Black's Tropical Homestead and said, "You guys are awesome. And
Yeah.
I really, really want to learn more about you. I enjoy you. I enjoy your voice. I enjoys everyone." Oh gosh, Mary says she's hope it has
Ooh,
recipes.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
So
can't be
and
more
we
proud
put
of
a
you.
lot we put a lot being that it's only been 3 years of this lifestyle. um we put a little of everything in this book, a lot of recipes. I talked a lot about our apothecary, but we also talked about how we are successful at growing and raising our own food on 1 acre suburban homestead, and encouraging people, because most people think if I wasn't born into this, or if I hadn't been doing it for 20 or 30 years, I'll never be able to do this. If I can do this, you you can definitely do this.
That's the
It does
truth.
take time, but that's what our book is all about. And
It's
yes,
so
the recipes
awesome.
are there, pictures are there. I always think about Jesse when I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, Jesse need pictures, so let's
Jesse
pack
needs
this thing
pictures
with
in his
pictures.
books. He does need pictures.
Yes,
And by the way, Jesse, you are a mod over there on Bobby and Sherry's channel now.
yes.
You've hit the big time, buddy. The mod father is going, "Hey, Sunday Backyard Farmer. Hey,
Sunday
darling."
Backyard Farmer will be there with his
Yeah.
beautiful wife, Jess Dorsha, who is a whole new vibe all by herself.
Yes, she is a mess and she is a party in a box. I can tell you that girl
Yes.
just comes in and glows and just sort of is a commanding personality that makes you want to smile and laugh and giggle and have a good time. So,
Yes. I think
like,
Dorsha has written 5 books. I told her the other day, I said, we got a whole new respect for authors because I thought this was going to be easy. We were just telling our story, talking about our life. And so we have a whole new respect for just Dorsha, the author part of her. I know she wears so many hats, but goodness.
so Lazy Days Ahead says, whoop, whoop, okay, I've made the big time. Can't wait to get my own book. Now, there will be times, isn't this, this is the first release. Is that correct?
It is, and they will be available online for sale. And we'll set all of that up. I think our publisher will help us get everything straight so that they should be on sale that day also.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really? They're going to go online on sale that day?
Yep. They should go live on the 6th.
I don't, you couldn't possibly feel the glee that I feel for you, for both of you. The hard work that you're doing and the things that are going on is just amazing. But last year we had kind of a semi meetup Friday night, and we will again
Yeah.
let everybody know where we're going to be and what we're doing and come by and say hello, so you can do that. But we didn't emphasize the Children's Museum as much the last 2 years as we want to emphasize this is the place to be. This
Yes.
is the expo. And most of the rest of it is a meetup, is, being friends, sharing a meal together, breaking bread together.
Yeah, we eat a whole lot. We eat a whole lot. My
Oh,
aunt
you're
said I
welcome.
can't wait because I can think of all the stuff I want to eat. Yeah, we eat a lot. But the Children's Museum is $10 to get in, and that $10 go toward straight directly to the Children's Museum. They are an awesome group of people that help us move this day along and make things run so smoothly. So
Facebook is here.
you pay $10 cash directly to the Children's Museum at the
And you do
gate.
need cash for that. You do need
Yeah,
cash for that. And
yeah.
good morning, Ann Francisco, my buddy, my pal. She's another good girlfriend, that's sisters of the soul. Um,
Glad to see
so
faces.
yeah, Jesse is on it, Kim says. But
Mhm.
um, it does go directly. And you and Bobby are members of something that help you utilize the Children's Museum. What is that?
We are
You're
community
members.
partners with the Savannah Children's Museum to help promote and I mean to help get the word out of what we do. They do have animals there. They have community partners like Dogwood Dentry, which is our local dentist office, Oatland Allen, which they are a refugee for wildlife animals. So they have different community partners, but we are the only community partner that actually take over the park for one day and host our own event.
There you go. There you go. Um, and what that I'm trying to form my words here. Words are difficult sometimes. But what we're trying to do is support the Children's Museum, of course, by having our event there. But at the same time, it stops us from having to charge for everything because the Children's Museum provides the location, and
Mhm.
provide, they have workers there that are
Yes.
entertaining the children and shooting off bottle rockets and and guiding us, Yeah, and
Yes.
most sellers do just take cash. I do happen to have, and most of us do have PayPal or Cash App or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, Facebook is supposedly down. I'm sorry, D's Garden Adventures. Nothing I can do about that. Got a call from a friend this morning. Hey, kick it with Alvin. I got a call from a friend this morning, another friend that said, Ann, I can't get in my Facebook this morning. And you talked about people being hacked. Am I hacked? And I went to go try to get in mine and I couldn't. And Worth went to try to get in his and he couldn't. So it's not us. It's not us. They're just having a little blip in their system. And
Yes.
maybe They will. Meta is down worldwide. Dee's Garden Adventure says.
Yes,
Okay,
they
okay.
probably updating. They do this. I mean, things get thrown off when they updating the system. So I know they
That's
made a
right.
lot of changes, and it's probably just these changes that are updating and just threw it off.
Oh, okay. And Kick It with Alvin said the news just announced that Meta has issues. And I love that profile picture you have there, Alvin. But yeah, you know, it each year we're getting well, the first year was supposed to be just gather around the fountain and shake each other's hands and give each other a big hug. And it's supposed to be like 6 people, just Georgia people. And it ended up
Yeah,
being like 40.
everybody.
Yeah. And
California, New York, Maryland, Virginia. It was everybody. North Carolina, Texas.
yeah,
I mean,
it's,
it was
yeah,
everywhere.
it's we love you. when Black said, when Black's Tropical Homestead says, "Hey y'all, I'm going to be at such and such. Come on over here and have a cup of coffee with me, or buy yourself a drink from whatever that place is that we have that's going to have drinks down the road." People go, "I am there. I
I am
am
there.
there. You're not going to have a party without me."
Yes, we take over everywhere. So Friday, well, actually, let's go back to Thursday because we'll start on Thursday hosting some of the people that'll come in early. And if you're coming in on Thursday, send us an email so we can put you on the list. If you plan to join us for dinner Thursday night, we'll
Yeah.
be at Jim and Nick's in Pooler, Georgia, at 6 p.m. on Thursday
And
for
that's
dinner.
where I think that's where Jerry and Susan from Butler Family Farm are staying. They're going to stay in a hotel close to
In
Pooler.
Pooler.
And Hudson, Growing with Hudson, Jihad,
Yep,
is going to be staying in that area as well, I
yep.
believe. There's going
Which
to
is
be
a
a lot of
great
people.
area.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And Best Jet and I stayed in that area the last time. We had a,
Mhm.
we had a good time. So, and then
Yeah.
Heather says, when my Facebook didn't work, my brain said, "Lord, did I pay my bill?"
It's actually on Facebook
It's the
and
same.
Instagram. They are all Meta, so no
Yeah,
worries. It'll pop
all of
up when
Meta.
we.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's gonna come back. It's not gonna be a
Yes,
problem.
yes.
Um,
Pampa Creek says she'll be here Thursday. So yeah, if you're gonna be here Thursday and you want to join us for dinner, like I said, that's at 6 p.m. at Lady and Son. I mean, not Lady and Sons. Jim and Nick's in Pooler. Miss T, no, I think Miss T will be here too. I think I got her on my list for Thursday. But definitely send us a message so we can have head count pretty much down. So when we take over this restaurant again, they don't look
yeah,
like
y'all. When we took it over before, I could see. Couldn't you see the waitress's eyes? Because I mean, we didn't warn them, and we just got bigger and
and
bigger
bigger.
and more,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
waitress's eyes were going,
I think I
"Hello,
told her. I think I
welcome."
told her 14, and then it was like 20 something people, close to 30 people. So it was like, wait a minute, what happened? But they would. Let me tell y'all, every restaurant we eat at, they never treat us like it's too many of y'all. What are y'all doing?
Right?
They treat
Yeah,
us just like it's two people there. They take your orders. They make sure everybody okay. It was
they do.
great. Every restaurant.
They did amazing to
Yeah,
have that all that that many people that just show up. I
yeah,
mean, they did, and all of us pay separately.
yeah.
So
And then we
y'all,
pay separate, and they don't mess it up. I mean, even Metro
yeah,
Diner. I do talk to these restaurants and warn them that we coming. And Metro Diner, long as we are patient, like I told them, go ahead, seat people. It's like
yeah,
50 of us.
right.
And, two people coming in for breakfast. Don't worry about us. And then they finally opened the patio and we just took over.
Yeah, we did. And Metro Diner is where we will probably have breakfast on Sunday morning. Is that correct? And
Yeah.
and Metro Diner is out by the airport in Pooler as well. I
Yeah.
mean, so dinner on Thursday night and breakfast on there we go. And
I can't
breakfast on
do it.
Sunday morning. Yeah. And let's see, I got to do this. Let's see if I can get my heart to do. I don't know. I won't do it. There we go. But so dinner on Thursday night. Let Sherie know if you're coming. And that's
Yes.
at Jim in Nick's,
Yes.
correct? Jim and Nick's, Egg J3GS.
And
And
we'll
then,
probably close that restaurant. We usually sit and talk until they close. So we don't
yeah,
rush. Anywhere we go, we never rush out the door. We just
it's
take
very
our
relaxed. And it's just a lot of getting to know each other, where each other are from, who came with whom, how far did you travel,
yep.
so happy to see everybody and all those
Yeah.
kinds of things. So, it's very relaxed. And then Friday. So Friday morning,
Friday
I'm going
morning
to
we'll
be coming in Friday morning because I'm
yeah.
I'm leaving Thursday. I'm leaving my house Thursday. It's about a 7-hour drive, which I've driven straight to your home before, and
Mhm.
it was fine. But Best Yet and I are coming together, Lydia from Best Yet Journey, and so she's only about 2.5 hours away from Savannah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to her home. She's going to take me in and let me spend Thursday night with her. We're going to get up early and come on to Savannah so we can meet you like downtown Savannah somewhere, right? What are we
Okay.
doing on
Yep.
Friday morning?
So Friday morning we'll do coffee in the park, and that's just another get out, break the ice, see something else in Savannah that we think is amazing. Forsyth Park is a beautiful park. So we
It
go
is.
to Sentinel Bean and we get coffee and we check out Brighter Day. I know you're looking forward to perusing Brighter
I
Day.
am. I want their herbs, man. I want their herbs. And let's
Yeah,
see. And let's see.
and they
My,
know we are coming. I told the owner that we'll be there, so they definitely looking forward to us popping in and getting coffee and walking around Brighter Day. So and then we
that's
walk the park.
awesome. And y'all, the park on a beautiful day, brighter day is amazing anyway. And so, brighter day in downtown Savannah is one portion. And then the other portion that has all the herbs and everything, what is that called?
That's Brighter Day.
Oh,
Sentinel
that's
Bean
brighter.
and Brighter Day are side by side.
Okay, now how do you spell signet bean?
Sent, Sentinel. I'll put it in the chat. The
Okay,
Sentinel Bean.
because I want Jesse to be able to Google it. Jarrett is here from Facebook. How did you get in Facebook, Jarrett?
And
That's
they'll
awesome.
be here for the
Look
Soil
at his
Family
beans.
Expo.
He will. Look at those
Yes,
beans on his
that is
hat. Yes.
Beehive, the Beehive Homestead. They will be here for Soil Family Expo.
That's so amazing. I just can't wait.
That's all
Um,
Bobby talks about. He loved Jared. That is his bee mentor. So that's all he talk about. Jared this, Jared that. I'm like, okay.
well, wasn't he the first person that Bobby met that really helped train? Y'all went to
With
their
bee,
home, right?
yep, he gave us bee. That's where we got bees from the drive.
Yeah, and then
From
when you had y'all, their first bees they had in their car when they were driving home from the mountains in North Carolina, stopped by my house, opened the door, and there are bees flying all over the car. I mean, granted, they had, oh, good, Facebook is back in again. That's awesome.
yes.
But what they had done, they had taped the bees up, but bees being bees are going
They
to
got
escape.
us.
Yeah, they got out. And so Sherie said that Bobby was resting. And at the time, she had not been around bees very often. And so,
No.
what did you do when there was a little friend that was buzzing around your head?
I leave a trail down the highway. I just crack the window and let them out. I was like, you gotta go. You gotta go because I can't drive and deal with this bee. He was like, it's not gonna bother you. Just drive. I can't. So every time he fell asleep, I was just like, let me crack the window. And then if he say something, I'll just be like, I got gas. I'm sorry.
I think that's the funniest thing. Whole trail of one bee at a time coming all the way down from North Carolina to Georgia. And
Yeah.
that
He
is
was so sweet.
crazy.
Oh my God. He was so sweet with those bees. He was like, it's okay. They gonna just sit here and they not gonna bother you. And one would just land on my seatbelt. And I'm like, babe, just drive. It's okay. And I'm like, I gotta let my window down. I gotta let my window down.
And Bobby was saying, "Don't kill it! Don't kill it! Don't kill it!"
Don't swat. Yeah, don't swat at it. It's okay. And I'm like, I'm in the car. I felt like, I don't know if y'all saw this video of this lady trying to give a cat a bath the other day. That's how I felt, like a cat in water. No. So we had a half full when we got home. It was still running over.
Oh, there were a gazillion bees. I mean, and she could have left. She could have let out 500. And there still would have been thousands in that car.
Yeah.
Virginia says she understands that Gmail's also having difficulties. Okay, well, it's just one of those things, which is why we prepare and we have our libraries. You have your libraries. We have our libraries of our books, of our recipes and things like that. Oh, Riri wants to know what's up with the fun sparkles and the hearts. It is an update on Apple products, Riri. It's an update on Rita. And you can, it's something that with Apple products. Let's see. There we go.
I love that.
A thumbs up. You can do a thumbs up. And you do 2 thumbs up. And it gives the sparks and things like. It's just something to fun. Oh, good. Jerry's back on Facebook. Jerry Butler from Butler Family Farm. That's good. I'm glad Facebook is back again. I hope that it's sent out some sort of notification to let the Facebook people know. And just in case, if you're just joining us, this is my bestie, Black's Tropical Homestead. And I am Ann Dale Homestead, if you're not familiar with me from Black's Tropical Homestead. And we're buddies and pals. And we have twinsy shirts on. Twinsies today. And we're talking about the Soul Family Expo along with a bunch of other wonderful events and things. All right. So we have Thursday night dinner at Jim and Nick's in Pooler. Friday morning, we're going to go to coffee and peruse the herb shop, which before I used to have terrible allergies. Grape jams. That's right. This is the mama for the Vineyard Chicks. And she said, we don't have technology. We got to make sure we have our books. And good morning, Cali Farm. Good. All right. So, and then we're going to go downtown Savannah. And I might be on the later side of that. I'm not sure that we'll get there before 10 or 10:30, something like that. Anyway, I know, Kim. Well, what we'll do is try to go live as often as possible. And Jerry Butler, if you go to Butler Family Farm, that man is known for being live like 24/7 on these meetups.
Yes, he does a good job.
He does a great job. But you have to be careful in what you say and make sure that whatever you're talking, wherever you're going, that it is something that you would not mind the world seeing.
Yes, because it ain't no editing.
No, there's no editing in a live. That's true. But he does make people feel like they're there, by going live. He makes people feel, and so after that, on Friday, we will be doing what on Friday evening?
Friday evening, we'll meet downtown and plant Riverside District. Planet Riverside District, which is a newer part of downtown Savannah. We kind of taking it back to where we met the first year.
Okay. Is it going to be where the pergola is? Where that, like a kind of a stage and a pergola?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it look a little different now. It's right, the pizza joint. I can't remember the name of it. Where we ate pizza last year.
Yeah, the last 2 years.
The little stage. Yeah, the last 2 years we had pizza there. They had a little stage right outside the door, and the performance. That's where the acrobats perform at, which is in between Savannah Tequila Company and Starbucks.
Right. Honestly, if you Google Starbucks downtown Savannah on River Street, then you'll see us because we're all going to be wearing our T-shirts and maybe not the first night I'll probably wear an Andale Homestead t-shirt, or maybe,
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll see. But could
Yeah,
be Soul
it'll be
Family
a lot of
t-shirt.
us. It'll be a lot
It'll
of
be a
people
lot.
down there.
A lot of
Yeah, and
people.
we'll
You see
be
a big group of
hanging
people
around.
hugging each other.
Yep, yep. Taking pictures, filming, and we'll hang around in that area. It's a district seafood and a district smokehouse right there, and I thought those two restaurants were good because it give us a choice of what you want to eat. You may want pizza. I think last year Broke went and got
There were a
something
couple of
else.
people that left and went and got something else
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that menu wasn't perfect for them. And
yeah.
so
So I
this
think this
time
way it open it up.
we decided we're not going to all, crash in one place. We'll just,
Yeah,
there'll be a conglomerate. Didn't you say there's a taco place and
yep.
there's,
Tacos,
um,
pizza, Starbucks, seafood, barbecue, hamburgers, everything is right here in this um
and it's
one
right in
section.
that, on that street in that one section, right?
Yep, in that one
Okay.
area. And then we
Yeah.
have the Marriott, which I absolutely love the waiting room or the lobby of the Marriott
Right.
Hotel that you can walk through and check out all the crystals and artifacts and different things. I thought that would be a great
Good morning,
something to
Valerie.
do.
That is. Now, Best Jet and I are staying at the Marriott Riverside, which is further down. It's
Mm.
like at the beginning of that, but everybody can walk. You can't miss Bobby. That's the truth. You see this brawny, big black man standing up there with a tight t shirt that shows that physique, man. And you're going, that's the crowd I want to join in on. So
Yeah, why is everybody over there hugging? I guess I'll go get a hug too.
that's
Might
right.
as it is
Last year,
wheelchair accessible, Janet. So everything, the good thing about Soil Family Expo is everything is wheelchair accessible.
yes, it
Um,
is.
so you definitely want to make sure you get on the elevator to get across, or go to a crosswalk to cross the cobblestones. But everything is wheelchair and handicap accessible.
Everything is, and it, if because there are, if you're crossing the street from somewhere, if you're like parking in a parking garage and you're walking to the waterfront, there are stairs to get down to the riverfront. I'm telling you, get down to the riverfront section, and those stairs are quite treacherous. I
Whew.
mean, they're open metal stairs that freak me out anyway, because when I go downstairs, I need a
Whew.
back to them, but those things are open and they go straight down
Straight down.
and straight up. But there are several elevators on that upper street in the
Yeah.
hotels that you can get down, and th- people do it all day long. They don't seem to mind. I don't
Yeah.
know, but they
I
don't
think
seem to
when
mind.
most people, I think when people come to Savannah, especially as a tourist or as a guest, they look forward to the cobblestones, the steep
Mhm.
stairs. But they know if I cannot handle these stairs, I have to go to this hotel and go down. They have it mapped out where they can figure out where can I go to get down to River Street. And it's Savannah make it very, very easy for you to get around and get down. But I think
Right.
most people know that I'm gonna do a lot of walking.
Yes.
Parking is crazy, so you definitely want to make sure you leave early so you can find parking. But
Yeah.
they still enjoy themselves because they knew that this was a possibility.
Yep, that was one of the advantages of staying in one of the hotels down there, because they do have parking. I mean, you have to pay for it. It's like
Yeah.
$45 a day, which is
Whew.
crazy. But at the same time, there's free parking as well. I hear those little
I
babies. I
know.
hear them. And the cobblestones are tough on your ankles. So my suggestion is to bring comfortable shoes. Those fancy high heel shoes, which quite frankly, we homesteaders and gardeners are not into high heels anyway, or
Got my
platform
hands.
shoes. I think the highest we there you go on your high boots.
Those are my
I
high
think
heels.
That's what I was going to say. Along with the what we do, our highest heels are usually in our garden boots.
Yes.
And I
Garden
wore
boots
flip
or flip
flops.
flops.
I wore
Yeah.
flip flops, and flip flops did fine for me.
Yes.
And I've had a knee replacement. So, and Janet says the lights are fast. Yeah, the lights are fast, but they do have crosswalks, you know. And thank you, Heather's Kitchen. I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. Um, so that is a lot of fun. So that's going to be Friday. And Friday
Friday.
night, we're meeting downtown. Saturday morning and most of the afternoon, we're going to be at the Children's Museum.
Yeah. We usually start wrapping up at the Children's Museum around 1-ish, no
Yeah,
later than 2.
12:31. Because
Yeah.
that's the hottest time of the day, honestly. And the
Yeah.
last couple of years, I've been going, look, it's
It's hot.
1:45. It's 12:45. I'm hot.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. It
fact,
does get hot.
every time we go, I go, Sherie, I need to be next to an outlet. I gotta have a
Gotta
fan.
bring my fan.
So I'll
Yes.
be bringing a fan because,
Yeah.
and then me and all the grandmas and the mamas, we sit under my tent to be by that fan to have some moving air. It's usually beautiful, but at the same time, we do
When
need
that
some.
sun come out, it's brutal.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
brutal.
And
So you
so,
definitely want to think about that also, especially coming from northern states. Most people say, "Oh, let me take my jacket and pants or a jogging suit," and then it's like we don't even sell those type of clothes in Savannah. When
right.
Bobby and I go to Virginia, we have to stop and get clothes in Virginia because the clothes here are not thick enough.
I saw you drive up to Virginia and they got out of the car in shorts and a short sleeve shirt and said, "Oh my Lord, I'm freezing to
I
death."
know that was so crazy. Like when we left here, it was like 70 degrees. We get to Virginia, and it's like 40. We met my mom at the gas station, and we get out with flip flops and t-shirt and shorts on, and she get out with a furry hat, and I'm like, "Are we in two different places or
Yeah,
what?" She
two
was like,
different
"Y'all
worlds,
need
baby.
some
Two
clothes."
different worlds. It was cold. Pescatarian Gardener's going to be there and do lots of wonderful things. But she says, if you can bring a tent or some type of canopy, it is very helpful. Not everyone has one, but oh, look at there. Here's Aunt Peggy. My Aunt Peggy says she got her eye on us. That's awesome. Good morning. I'm doing
Good
very
morning,
well.
Auntie.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. And we were just talking about Uncle Wayne's pushers and spoons and Aunt Peggy's scrubbies that I have that I'll be able to sell
I got my
when we
pusher.
come down there.
Well, I don't have my pusher,
And
but I got one of my spoons.
oh, there you go. There's Uncle Wayne's spoon. The scrubbies are in the kitchen. And but yeah, and Uncle Wayne has said this is your last hoorah, kiddo. Aunt Peggy
He
said the
said,
same
"This is
thing.
it."
I don't think it's gonna be too good on these old hands now making those scrubbies anymore. So make them last, Dan. Make them last. And look, everybody's saying good morning to Uncle Wayne and Aunt Peggy. I love them. They do worry about me driving by myself, but I'm just going to make it to Columbia, South Carolina.
Yep.
I'll be fine. It'll be perfectly all right. I'll be boogie
Yes.
boogieing on down the road, and I'm going to have about 50 eyes on me the whole time I'm doing it anyway, because Sherie calls me about every hour. Best yet will be putting me on some kind of app where she can tell me, where I am every second. And then I've got a 360 program that my daughter has that's on that shows everybody in the family and where they are all the time. So,
Good.
yeah, ain't no getting away from folks, that's for sure.
Good. That's
Ain't
important.
no getting away. All right, so Saturday night. Let's talk about Saturday night because after I got to be frank with y'all. After the stuff at the Children's Museum, I go find myself a little napping spot
Oh
just for a
yeah.
minute. I have to
So
get a
that's what I
little
love.
little
I love
regroup.
about that little break in between from 1 to 4:30. Because when I go to other events and it's just like 9 to 5 or it's a long day. And I'm
It is a
all day
long
like
day.
at noon, I'm thinking it gotta be at least 3 o'clock. And then I look and it's like noon and
That's
I'm
right.
like, oh my God. we still got a whole day to
Oh,
go.
thanks.
So I love the fact that we kind of calm down at 1. That gives people time to go to their hotel and rest for a little while, or go see. I mean, some people do want to get out and do other things.
They
You
want to
have
see
time
the
to the
beach.
children's
Yeah,
museum. Yeah.
they want to go
Then you
to the
can go
museums. They
into,
want to go to the shops.
yep,
They're not interested
and
in
you have that
resting.
time. Yeah.
But
But some
it's a
people want to rest.
downtime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like we
yeah,
need to bring the animals home. We want to shower and rest for a few minutes and then get dressed for dinner.
right.
We do dinner is at 4:30. It's a lot of us. We are almost sold out. We host 100 people at dinner, so we try to get everybody in and seated so we can pray over our food, and the waitress and waiters are excellent. They are on it. They wanted your
Yeah,
food, your drink menus. They got 100 people to make sure that you
right.
have drinks, and they do great about coming around and making sure everybody got something to drink. So by 4:30 we want to be there so we can get seated no later than 4:45, 5 o'clock. We want
Right.
food on the table because we are all usually hungry by then too.
Yeah, and it's we usually eat somewhere around 5 or 5:30, something like that.
Yeah,
And it is a place where we want to absolutely let people know we may have this building from 4:30 to whatever time. What is it, 7:30 or something?
yeah,
But dinner, you need to be there at 4:30.
at 4:30.
You can't come
Yeah,
in at 7 o'clock and expect to have food because by
yeah,
then we're finished. They've cleaned up. We're just socializing and utilizing our time in that building.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
We don't
important.
rush. We don't rush out after dinner. We sit and take our time, but when we get to the point where nobody really eating, we just talking, we try to clear out and go outside. And it was warm down there last year, so we wanted to get out. But we take our time and eat, and we did giveaways at dinner. We won't do giveaways this year. That way we can focus on eating, and
Right.
then we'll do like introduction of everybody. We'll let everybody stand up. Even if you
Yeah.
are a supporter, you
Right.
have the option to stand up and say, hey, I'm a supporter. I'm here, I met whoever on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or I've been following them for years, or not say anything at all. You have that choice, but we want to give everybody a chance to say a few words during dinner.
Right.
So
Yeah. And the thing is, yes, we did spend a lot of time on giveaways, raffles, or whatever. It was drawings, door prizes at the dinner last year.
yes.
This time it's all going to be at
Yep.
the Children's Museum.
And we got a lot to give away. So
We
we'll do
have a ton.
giveaways every so many minutes. We'll do giveaways at the
Must be
Children's
present
Museum.
to win. Must be present
Must
to
be
win.
present to win, and you must have your ticket. We'll give you tickets on the way in. So all you got to do is have that ticket and listen for that number, and
And it's
we'll try to
free.
make it loud and clear when we shout out
Yeah.
these numbers because we
But
want you
they're
to
great.
win.
I mean,
Yes,
they're great prizes. They're
yes,
really good stuff. But we'll
yeah,
be doing that all along through the Children's Museum.
yeah.
And I don't know, you're going to have to clone yourself, kiddo, because good night. You know. So,
I, I have
Delphia,
some help.
yeah, she's doing some castor oil and she said something's
Mm,
happening.
good. The
Hey,
consistency is
Judy. Hey, Judy, she's on Facebook. I'm glad to see that Facebook is back alive and well again. And
yes. The
but
food
yeah,
is excellent. The
the
food
food
they
is excellent.
when we say all you can eat, if you have a plate of chicken and you decide, oh man, there's no wings there, and I want a wing, and you say, ask the waitress for a wing, she gonna bring you an 8 piece of chicken.
That's
She's
right.
not gonna bring you a wing. She gonna bring
Right.
you a whole nother plate of chicken so you
Yep.
can get your wing. But you
And
will
even if
definitely
you're, if everybody else at your table is finished and you're saying, "Hey, I'm still hungry. I want a second dessert or something like that," you can
eat,
do that. I
eat.
mean, all the taxes, the tip, and the building is all
Yeah.
included in the price. Now, it's filling up, and we do have lots more people that we can only accommodate 100 people, but the
Yeah.
ticket for that you'll need to pay in advance because
Yeah.
the restaurant is expecting us to pay in advance.
Yep. Yep.
And it's $50 for all you can eat, your taxes, your tip, everything except for alcohol and
Yes.
renting the space, the
Yeah.
the building. So,
Yeah. You do have the option to purchase alcohol on the side, but you do
yeah,
have that option.
but that's
So,
over
but
and
other
above.
than that, non-alcoholic beverage is included in your $50. And like she said, it does have to be paid in advance. We will cut that off on the 14th, but it will be sold out before then. So,
Right. And Jesse says, no pay and no
no
eat.
pay, no eat. Yeah.
And there are people that are saying, can I just come by and hang out? Well, not at this particular place
Yeah.
because Lady and Sons is a very popular restaurant in downtown Savannah. People stand in line for like 3 or 4 hours to get a
Hours.
table. And we're going to be
Hours.
just prancing right past all those folks and going into our spot. But
Yep.
where we'll be able to hang out is downtown before and after and at the children's museum and all those kinds of things, but they're not going to let people in the room that haven't paid for their food. So
No,
um
no, they won't.
let's see. And they have
It is,
non-alcoholic beverages.
yes. It
uh
is $50 per person. Um,
mhm.
for
Per
dinner.
person, which includes children, is that correct?
Yes, children to a certain age is $25 for children. Babies, we don't worry about babies, but we have to pay for every seat. So if a
Every person
child is
that's in a
coming,
seat you have to pay
even the
for,
child, yeah, we have to pay
even the
for all of
babies. Yeah.
that.
And
So
so, I just assumed it was $50, period.
yeah,
But I
$50 per
didn't know.
person. And again, it's filling up quick. You definitely want to get it in because we already got a full house. We have a few seats left. When we do close it out, I always tell people email me. Because sometimes people will say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Something came up.
Right.
You can," and then we'll have a seat or two come open. But always email us just to check. But
And there are people in the last 2 years that have paid that were not able to come, that
yeah,
something happened. There were funerals, there were illnesses, there were all kinds of things that were going
yeah,
on at the time.
yeah,
Yeah, but
and
our
we don't
family
want people traveling so far and being confused about dinner and can't get in. So we keep reiterating that dinner has to be, because Bobby and I have to pay for dinner on one check ahead of time.
Yes.
So you definitely want to get that in. And again, it's $50 per person, all you can eat. That will save you a spot at a table. And you pick and
Yeah,
choose where you
somewhere.
want to sit.
Yeah. We didn't sit together last year.
We
Sunday
didn't.
eat where say bye.
We were all
Um,
over the place.
yeah, we were everywhere. You were one spot, I was in another spot, other people were in other spots. There was a party happening in every corner of the building, I could tell you. It
Yes,
was wonderful.
yes, it was
And,
beautiful.
oh gosh, let's see, and Rio says she's gonna be bringing some homemade pineapple jam. Woohoo! Yum. That sounds delicious. All right, so that's dinner. And then, but don't show up at 7:30 expecting to have dinner even though you've paid for it. I mean,
We
you
might
need
be
to be
gone.
there at 4:30. We're seated by 5, and, we're moving
Let's see.
on. I have to go. You're a police chaplain. How
There's
wonderful, Delphia. That's awesome. Well, there's going to be door prizes the whole time at the Soil Family Expo. We've got lots of things to give away. There's a big table of free seeds to everyone.
yes,
And
take the seat home, please.
yeah, yes, please take this. Look at that. She has an indoor growing system. Look, and we have this is something I wanted to show. I just received in the mail. It's from Amirla Garden Tools. And wee, Brownie, he had something to eat, I can tell you. But it's all the garden tools that Amirla has, and these are heavy
Those things
duty.
are heavy.
They
I
are
love
heavy,
them.
like real steel. What's the date and location, Judy Polka? The date is April. Let's see, she's on Facebook, so I'm gonna put her up here. April the 5th through the 7th. The main event is going to be on April the 6th. That's the weekend after Easter weekend. And it will be in Savannah, Georgia. Now, she's up north, so it would be difficult for you and your partner to come in, but um, you can make it. You made it to North Carolina. You can make it to Savannah. I met her at the
Tails.
Tails Takeover weekend. That was
Yeah.
wonderful. So, all right. So after the meal, we're going to go
After
back
dinner.
downtown.
Yep, we'll just hang out downtown. Downtown, oh my God, it will take a week to cover downtown. Downtown is like
Yeah,
the life, it's the heart of Savannah. Everything is happening there. You have live bands, you have acrobat performance, you have street performance, you have bars, clubs, restaurants, shops,
it's a
everything.
lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And I felt very safe down there. Of course, I could be, falsely secure because I had all these people. I'm treated like the preacher's wife and the grandma of the crowd. So everybody's looking after Ann Dale, which was fabulous. I love it and I appreciate it. And I love everybody else too. So, all right. So that, and then Sunday morning when we're
Sunday
going to say
morning,
our goodbyes.
yes, we have a see you next year breakfast at Metro Diner in Pooler. I gotta stop saying
Metro
Pooler.
Diner in, and how
Metro
do you
Diner.
spell Pooler, Georgia?
Pooler.
Pooler. Pooler,
Pooler,
Georgia.
Georgia.
She's trying. She's got that southern
Pooler.
accent that she's going. My lips don't form that way, Dale. Come on, Andale.
Yeah, it's in Pooler. Pooler,
Pooler.
Georgia.
Hey, Jersey. Yeah. So I'm glad to see you, Jersey Dolphins. Love you. But anyway, and Jesse says, because you're so little, you might get mistaken for a lost child. No, all I got to do is look at the face. That's a um
Oh, shoulder
oh,
surgery.
Judy, I'm sorry. And
Safe healing, safe surgery.
yes, we'll be praying for you, honey, for your
Yeah.
shoulder surgery tomorrow.
Yes.
Pooler, where it's
Pooler.
cooler.
Where's Pooler? So this is the home of the chicken and waffles. Everywhere we eat, you do, and I'm glad you popped pescatarian up because pescatarian is not a meat eater, but she likes
She's
to
not.
eat. And she eat everywhere we go. We eat out probably once a month. Me and her have a girls' luncheon, and
I'm a little
she
jelly over
always
that. I just got to let you know. I'm a little jelly that y'all get to be in
uh-oh,
the same town. Of
uh-oh.
course, we'd be in trouble if we
I
were
know, right?
in the same
She
town.
always finds something on the menu. Even at Lady and Sons, she she is okay with the menu. She able to eat. She leave with a belly full. She doesn't feel like
Yep.
$50. I don't eat meat.
Right.
She eat good. So definitely
She
don't
does.
be alarmed. I know Metro Diner, they do have some vegan options, or you'll be
Well,
able to eat
they've got,
social food.
they got pancakes, you know.
Everything. They got avocado toast. I saw so much food. I was like, I'm stuck on chicken and waffles, but I look at everybody else's plate. And I'm like, oh,
I've never
that's
had
not,
their chicken and waffles because, y'all, I mean, I'm a big eater, but when I look at your plate,
it's a whole chicken.
it, that thing is piled up. I mean, I've got to bring a cooler to take it home with me because
You
that thing,
do.
I wouldn't be able to eat a quarter of it.
Sent me some
No.
stories said the avocado toast is the best.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mona, I'm so glad to see you, honey. How are you?
Yeah.
And she says, hey, Ann Dale, how you doing? I said, hey, Mona, how you doing? I stay up late with those girls and watch them
Yes.
oftentimes.
And
They
Friday we will be paying tribute to Cheryl Faulkner. We lost
yes,
Cheryl Faulkner a few weeks ago. And I did reach out to her daughter. I think that's important when you pay tribute to someone, especially if you're not blood relative or close friend. Such as us, we are her internet. We are Cheryl Faulkner's internet family, and I
yes,
didn't want to disrespect her family by having this tribute, and they have no clue that it's going on.
right.
I know that they are not in Savannah, but sometimes people say, "Hey, I want to come because my mom loved this," or "This meant the world to her." But I did reach out to her daughter and get permission to be able to pay tribute to Cheryl Faulkner, and we'll do that on Friday night.
Yeah. To have a moment of silence for
Yeah,
her to be able to gather together and remember that smile and giggle and that little shaky that she would do in the
yes.
dancing. And what a
Yep.
treat it was to meet her last year. It was a true treat
Yes. Yep.
to
So
be
we
able
want to
to
make
be.
sure we keep her name alive and keep her in our hearts and let the world know that, our family is our family. Soil family
That's right.
is soil family. So
Yep. Soil family is
that's
a soulster.
yep. Yep. And the good thing
That's
about
right.
this restaurant in Pula is right off the highway. It's right on 95. And most people are getting on the road to go back home after breakfast. So that's why we chose this location. That way
Yeah,
you just hop, skip, and a jump and you right back on the highway.
that's right. That's right. And I've had the breakfast sample, I think it is, and
Mhm.
egg and bacon and toast and grits and all those yummy things. Come here, Brownie, if you want to. Brownie's been a little under the weather the last couple of days, but he's getting better all
Um,
the time. So, Cherie, before we go, I want to show something that I purchased from Heavenly Hills Homestead. He had an auction not too long ago, and then we'll come back to the Soil Family Expo, but I did want to show that. And so while I'm talking about this, maybe I'll get you to pop up some and there is an orange box store. Yeah, it is
right
close
across
to
the
that.
street.
I'll get you to pop up some. Now, Ryan from Heavenly Hills Homestead had an auction not too long ago, about a week and a half ago. He is trying in the gardening community to form a 501c3. And the reason why he wanted to do that is because he's very involved in his local veterans.
Mhm.
And, oh gosh, Milo's under the weather too. I'm sorry. But he's very involved in his local veterans. And when he was reaching out, he wanted to help veterans be able to grow their own gardens and provide the supplies to grow their own gardens. And these big companies wouldn't, yeah, grits. That's right. Scott, I like grits a lot.
Me too, with cheese.
I enjoy grits. I don't put sugar in them though. But he was having an auction to try to raise money to support the local veterans. And I bid on an item that he made himself. He has one of those laser printer thingies that he can make plastic items out of.
Mhm.
Now, I bid on it. And isn't that the coolest thing?
Oh, that's so cute.
It's an egg holder
Look at the eggs.
and it
So you
holds a
pull one.
dozen eggs.
Wow.
And
And you
so
can pull one from
now
the bottom and they'll all roll down, right?
yeah, you pull one from the bottom. It's like anything in the store or
Oh,
whatever, but you pull it from the bottom and they all come down. And that way your oldest eggs are at the bottom. So you're always going through, your stuff. But isn't that just the coolest thing? So
that's
Ryan,
so
I think he sells them too. I bid $10, but I don't know. He said it cost him more than $10 to make it. Thank you. But this is the egg cart. I don't want to
that's
dump them
cute.
all because they're
I know.
raw. But
Ah,
these are my eggs from my girls. But I just adore this. And so that is Ryan from Heavenly Hills Homestead. And he will be oh, okay. And here's something on Amazon that Jesse can put up. Um, but he'll be, showing his thing and you can probably contact him to purchase directly to be able to help from the to be able to help him funding his 501(c). So, all right, so we've covered the weekend on the Soil Family Expo. We have a book signing on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun being able to have everyone everywhere. But we do want to emphasize that the time to meet everyone in one spot is Saturday morning at the Children's Museum.
Yes. Gates open at 9:30. $10 cash to get into the Children's Museum. You can check out soilfamily.org for information on these gatherings and where we'll be, but definitely Saturday, April 6th, 9:30, Savannah Children's Museum.
Yep. And, Thursday night, Jim in Nick's, right? Jim and Nick's. Because it always sounded like Jimmy Nick's to me.
Jimmy Nick's.
So I would Google Jimmy Nick's and I couldn't find it. But it's Jim in Nick's. Jim and Nick's, like Jim and Nick's, but with an N in the middle of it. Okay, let's see. The books will be on sale Saturday. $10 first come, first serve. I don't know about that. I think
that $10 or $1,000.
Oh, 1,000. Did he say 1,000? If I had an extra grand around, I could tell you I would be on it. But no. First come, first serve, he says. Well, girl, we have been on here an hour and 6 minutes. That's insane. Yeah. And I'm sorry to keep you so long because usually I'm just a 30-minute girl.
Lion's Mane crab cakes today, so I'm not doing much.
Yes. Now look, we got a minute. We got African Dreaming comes on in a little bit. African Dreaming and Mountain Grandma and Yogi Hollow Farm come on in a little bit. So if you need to go, oh gosh, look at there. Jan has volunteered for Jesse and Lisa to pay for everyone. He's buying them all at $1,000.
Sound like a win-win for me, Jan.
That's awesome. But so you're going to be making, if you did not see before, Bobby and Sherie did a live earlier on what kind of mushroom? Was it lion's mane or something? What kind of mushroom did you?
It was gray oyster mushroom. Gray
but there's
oyster.
Something that you can is that the one that you can make seafood out of?
We have a lion's mane also, and that's what I'm making the crab cakes out of. The lion's mane.
She's making crab cakes out of mushrooms only. No crab involved, just the mushrooms. I think that's a hoot. And she's, but shh, you can't tell Bobby. Because Bobby needs meat.
The other day. He gotta have meat. I did that the other day with jackfruit. Didn't tell him what we were eating. I went live and I said, taste it. And he ate and ate and ate until he figured out it was jackfruit. And he had this much left and he set it on the plate.
Thank you, Jan. Yeah.
And I said, but he was eating it at first. But he loved mushrooms and they remind you so much of meat. I don't think
okay, well, sometime I have got to taste those. So, because I do like mushrooms, I like them. Did you get them from the Asian store near her?
We actually grew them. I'm gonna run and get it right quick.
Okay, go get it. It's the freakiest looking thing, but they grew them. And Bobby told us on that video on Facebook for sure. I don't know; it might be on YouTube as well. How to grow them and what he did to get them started. And if y'all grow mushrooms, I've grown 2 different kits. Those things are like aliens. I mean, overnight. Can you see that? The light is real bright on it. And being white. He wants some. Oh, see that? That's amazing to me. Here, let me make you big. How do I do that? I don't know how to make you big.
Mm,
Oh, wrong one. There you go. Look at that, y'all. She's going to be making crab cakes out of that. And does it still jiggle?
It does jiggle.
Because she said when she moved it, she
I
went,
said, "Oh, it's jiggly."
oh, hey, Penny. I'm glad you're here, honey. Yeah, but I know she's going to be making crab cakes out of that. Do you think that, I mean, I enjoy my very favorite food in the whole wide world is blue crab, steamed blue crab. I don't mind the work to get to the meat. Crab cakes are yummy. I enjoy them. I really like the crab meat, but I enjoy, in fact, we had mushrooms last night, but we bought them from the grocery store. But I um, really enjoy the taste of mushrooms.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to how that's going to turn out.
I never cared for mushrooms, but my list of what I don't like is bigger than my list of what I did like. Um, we foraged for mushrooms on Ossabaw one time when we were on the island. Bobby brought them home, cleaned them up, and fried them, and it was just like chicken tenders.
I wonder
And I
what
was
kind they were because I keep hearing people from the Midwest talk about trying
chicken of the
like
tree.
rosette, some kind of
Oh,
mushrooms
these
that
were chicken of the tree. They were
oh,
kind of orange.
chicken of the tree.
Yeah, and they were really good. But then he sauteed the great oysters the other day. They were delicious. He kept saying, "I think I seasoned them too much." They were perfect. So
Oh
today
yeah.
I'm gonna cook some of this. Lion's mane is great for brain health. They have a ton of benefits. So I was saying we definitely have to freeze dry some so we can get powder to put in our smoothies and different things. But I'm gonna freeze dry a lot of mushrooms.
I'm getting ready to get someone is going to gift me she's going to mail it out, a juicer. So we'll be able to have smoothies. And
Yes,
I'm excited to start in that whole world because that whole
yeah,
world that's another universe in itself.
yeah. But I
So
don't know anything about growing mushrooms. Bobby got mushrooms in here. He got them in the living room. Bobby
morel.
got mushrooms everywhere. So
That's it, Heather. Morel mushrooms. I keep
morel
hearing about
mushroom.
people talking about foraging for and what a treat they are and,
Hmm.
that kind of stuff. And I've never
Dave, you
had
got a
one that I know. Isn't she
morel
crazy?
mushroom?
Yeah, Sherie is
Hey,
my very favorite scientist, y'all. And I get my inspiration a lot from her because she's so brave to
do we have a
start off.
morel mushroom? We have 7 varieties of mushroom. I can't think of all of them.
Well, I can give you her email address. That's about all I can give you. I can give you her post
Oh,
office box.
yeah.
The,
Our
and
PO
it's
box
in
is 7252.
post office box, and it's in their about page as well.
Yeah. Yep. It's
You have
garden
the morale
store.
in Missouri. Well, Butler, bring me some. He's going, wait a minute. I'm going to have to get out there and dig for me, and deal. I ain't doing that. You need a taste test or a second opinion, pescatarian garden. It says
Uh-oh.
she'll come over and help you out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me get my scientist on first. I need to perfect this before I Bobby,
She's going,
I
wait a
gotta get
minute.
it
It
right.
might not be enough. It might
I
not be
gotta play
enough.
with it. I gotta play with it first before I can let it go outside the household because she'll be like, "Let me tell y'all about them crab cakes." Don't do it. Don't do it. So
Don't do it. Don't do it.
but
All
it's
right. So
interesting. I'll film it and share it with everybody and we'll see Bobby's reaction.
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. So, okay. Well, y'all, we love you all very, very much. And I'm getting ready to close out because we've been on here way too long. But it's just been so fun. And I haven't seen you on here. I mean,
And
we
forever.
talk a lot, but it's not been on here for a very long time because
Yes.
this woman is so busy. I've seen Arm's family foraging for them in Oklahoma, and they were cool looking. I know,
They do.
Token. That's one reason why I wanted them. I
Yeah,
did.
I
People
want to try
defend
them.
their moral spots. I bet they do.
Yes.
Morel.
Y'all,
I think it's called Morel.
I'm gonna drop down and let Andell close out. I love and appreciate y'all. We
Thank
hope to see most of y'all. I know some people can't make it, but we can't wait to see y'all at the Soil Family Expo. And thank you for all the love, support, and prayers
you. Yes.
throughout this. So pray for all of our travelers because we got a lot of people traveling, and we want y'all to arrive safely.
Yes. Yes. We will be the Lord's grace being a blanket of protection over all of us. And I'm expecting that. I'm just expecting it. And it certainly will be doing it. Okay. Well, Sherie, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And you're wonderful. And we'll close out now. Gosh, I don't think I've been on an hour and 15 minutes in a very long time. So today is ChooseDay. Oh, thank you. Lazy Days Ahead has been a member for 4 months. And we've got Maria Graham. You're adorable, by the way. Just want you to know you are mighty, mighty special. So thank you. And Butler Family Farm has been a member as well. Thank you. Um, so today I'm going to concentrate on appreciating the people that the Lord have put in my life, the ones that I might not be happy about, where He's teaching me a lesson, because it's never a loss, always a lesson. And for the sisters and the brothers that have been placed in my life, hopefully for the rest of my life. But if not, this season is grand. And I know and appreciate all of you. I want to read just the last paragraph. Oh, look at all the family. Look at them. Oh my goodness, lazy days ahead and rambling with the brooms. Thank you so much, everybody, for being members. If you would like to join, I do have a membership. I think it's $1.99. It's not much, um, but it does support the channel. Help me get down to Savannah. That would be awesome. And so it is being able. I love you too, Scott. I really do a lot. But remember, it's never a loss, always a lesson. And as we're closing out, and we can appreciate our friends like Grape Jams and the girls, we're just now becoming Penny. Thank you, my precious. You come in, girl. And it is not necessary. Don't feel like you need to do this, but I sure do appreciate it so very much. I really, really do. Thank you very much. Um, just remember that we don't have to be family by blood, that it doesn't matter, that some of our friends couldn't be any more of a family than if they were. So remember that. So, no, we're not family, but still, you make me whole. You make me whole. I'm thankful we'll always be true sisters of the soul. I love you all. Remember, the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, baby. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. And He just wants us to be ready. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye bye now. Take care. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you.